On October 3rd, almost at dawn, Martin left his home for the Bogota airport, heading to Leticia with his classmates. At the airport, Martin met Sebastián Ulspas and Martín Zorrilla, two of his best friends. Already in Leticia, a bus took them close to the jungle where they walked for an hour until they reached the Maloca, indigenous wooden cabin in the middle of the jungle. It is where they live and where they do their rituals. The roof is made of palms and it has two holes called the eye and the anus. Around the Maloca are the chagras, crops where natives work. In the Maloca, they hung the hammocks. The place was immense, it could fit about 50. The hammocks were difficult to hang. They needed a special knot, but they finally made it. The bathroom was a little broken shack, and the toilet was non-existing. Instead, there was a little place where they could sit down. It had a hole that led under the shack. Not a nice experience. Indigenous families that they met dressed very similar to them and spoke the same language but also used their own native language. They were kind people. They gave them a lot of their time to tell them stories of their region, the history of World War I rubber, the ritual to pass from girl to woman, the elaboration of curare poison made from vegetable sources and how they put it in the tip of the arrows for hunting, how they lived in the era of slavery, how men wore masks representing spiritual bodies during the rituals, and how they have wooden sculptures of men and women to bring prosperity, among many other interesting things. They did different things than they normally did in this city, sailed by boat through a lagoon, slept 2 nights in hammocks, tasted exotic dishes like fish from the region, fished, rode kayaks, climbed a 35-meter tree with a mechanism with a string, and they heard ancestral stories of an old indigenous father. That's what they call him, but they're not actually old. They also visited the ethnographic museum where they heard stories of slavery of the Indians with deaths as many as in World War II and saw many native artifacts. They walked and walked and walked, and after that they kept walking through the Amazon. They even crossed a wooden bridge over a part of the river. The Amazon River was huge and very wide with brown-looking water. They even saw giant lily pads. They took the bus when they were in the city, and they rode on a speedboat through the Amazon River. In bus, they went to Tabatinga in Brazil and visited the House of Chocolate, and the speedboat left them in a kind of beach. They did some drawings with paintings made from natural things in the forest. They also got tattoos from henna. Everyone got normal tattoo drawings, but Martin got a comic version of himself. The forest was an amazing place, and they got to see many different animals like spiders, snakes, piranhas, crickets, frogs, birds, monkeys, and all kinds of insects. The Amazon jungle is full of amazing landscapes with beautiful, weird, and rare trees. Very tall trees, trees with spines, trees with weird roots, and trees with red, warm-looking roots. Martin liked the most going fishing, riding kayak, climbing the big 35-meter tree, and bathing in the rain because he loves extreme adventures. He loved spending time with his classmates, laughing and having fun. As he said in the campfire, Martin takes from this trip the love for the Amazon jungle that all the guides have.